One thing that I love to do on this channel is highlight some of my favorite Christian finds that I find throughout the week as I'm scrolling through the Facebook and the Instagram and the YouTube and the TikTok. I think that's it. I think that's all there is. I don't know. I'm ancient. There might be more. Anyway, my find from today comes at a great time for my faith anyway. And I wanted to make sure that it was put out into the universe as much as it possibly could be. I see videos and I see that they have upwards of 1 million views and I go, wow, everyone's seen this. And then when I show people that I know, none of them have seen it. And it just puts in mind how few people 1 million actually is. I assume it's everybody and their mom, and it's not. So what I want to do is just get this stuff out there, because I love it. I love to see it. And this one was really good. I personally have struggled with some of these things. I have a lot of issues with the men in the Old Testament and the men that have brought the LDS faith forth to fruition, to what it is today. And this clip really just let my brain grapple with a lot of things that I haven't figured out how to grapple with. It was a beautiful find, and I just want to share it with you guys. So here it is.
Information, like you said, Brigham Young was racist. The church didn't like black people. I got all that stuff. And then I did what most people should do. I talked to God.
What a great idea.
I get right down and, Lord, is this man a racist? Tell me where I'm to go. It's the first time I think I've ever experienced being spanked by God.
Wow.
I got so chastised by God, it was not funny. And I'm going to summarize it for you a little bit. He said, you don't get to choose who I put in place. I choose those people. He said, Brigham Young was there because without Brigham Young, I would not have had the church and you would not be doing this work. He said, my church is built on what he has done. And without him, you wouldn't be sitting here asking me anything because the church wouldn't have existed.
So good, because it's not just, Brigham Young for me and the stories about how I'm glad that I was born in this day and age. I've got 1 million reasons for why I'm grateful to be born the time that I am, and that's one of them. But it also brings to mind other, biblical people, prophets, David, who is this renowned bro, he took down Goliath and he built up Israel and he did all these really great things. And you keep reading more and you realize he also did a lot of really bad things. And in hindsight, when you're reading these things, you're like, why would God call this guy? He kind of sucks, And then reading about Solomon too, he's such a good guy. And then he kind of sucks. And Saul, who was doing all of these really cool things, and he was a really good guy. And then he kind of sucks.
This is the worst.
Why do we keep having to deal with these guys who are just pooping on things? And this clip just really brought it home for me, where it's like, you know what? It's not my job to understand that, is it? Because look at what they did. Look at where we are now. You know what I mean? We're in such an amazing place, in an amazing time. And everybody has access to the gospel, When in time did this ever happen? But without all of these men, and sometimes crazy men, getting it to where it is, it wouldn't be here. And it's such a beautiful thing to think about and ponder, because I was struggling with it. It wasn't shaking my faith. I wasn't about to walk away from the church because of it. I fully believe in the church and what it is and what it's doing. But it's still something that I grapple with, in general, because why wouldn't you? What's going on here? Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes we don't need to understand everything. And as we know, if we understood everything, we'd have more issues anyway. So I love it. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
A little positivity might go with that vest.